I use Perplexity in order to improve my productivity in terms of researching, writing a comparison video, and doing shopping as well. So I rely on it on a daily basis, and I want to show you guys how it can improve your productivity at work and your personal life. First way I'm doing is that I'm using Perplexity AI in order to do my shopping research. So recently I've been wanting to buy an extra laptop from Asus, but I couldn't decide between like the ZenBook 14 versus ZenBook S13. So instead of the usual way I'm just going to do the research like using Google, what I did is that I actually throw this into the Perplexity. I'm just going to show you guys an example, okay? So if let's say I were to click new over here, I'm just starting a new thread. And then I'm just going to put in my comparisons. So what it does is that it's going to search all the different sources and not only relying on just the article base, SEO base, but also in the video base as well. So this is, they are doing some deep work, and then eventually they will give you the sources, 55 here, give you some images as well. And what I love about it is that it will automatically come up with this table of comparison without even me asking, because when I'm doing like product comparisons, like this table, I would probably want to search of different sources, click them one by one, but then I don't have to do it anymore. So it actually compiles from 55 different sources. So when I click on it, it can show me what's the sources, as well as when I'm reading it, they will also give me the answer as well. So let's just check out how deep is the answer. And it is so deep that it actually gives you what you wanted. So that's the first plus point of Perplexity AI. So the second thing is that they kind of know what other people will be asking when it comes to related to these products. And they will also, something like Google search also do the similar thing. They would actually post up the question that's being asked by others. You can actually just click on it and then they will further expand the answer. So it makes whether you are learning a brand new concept, it can either you learn a new thing, a new concept, you can actually learn using Perplexity, because when you learn using Perplexity, you know that it's always the latest news because they draw all of the results based on the latest Google search, okay? So it actually have a very great AI in order to compile from SEO rather than click one by one. It saved me tons of time. So that is the first use case. But then you might be asking like, June, I don't actually want to shop for anything right now, so what I can use it for? So the second use case I want to talk about is actually rewriting article. So I'm going to give you guys an example. So let's say for today, you wanted to write an article, and I'm just simply pick a topic. It's the topic that I want to write is called how to use Perplexity to improve productivity. It can be something that you want to learn, or it can be like some topic that you want to write article for. So imagine that this is the topic that I want to write for my blog or content today. You can just throw this in the Perplexity. They have everything compiled from 18 sources for you, and not only that, they will also compile the video sources for you as well. So this is just awesome. And then now they give you the answer. So what you can do is that based on all this is like a really deep research, you can then copy paste this information. We just take an example, and depending on which LLM that you're using, like for example, I really like use Claude because I really like the writing style. So what you can do is that you can paste this information that you got in Perplexity, and of course, if you feel like you want to more deep research, you can just ask more questions, right? Get the prompts, throw the content inside, and have your LLM, whether it's Claude, ChatGPT, and rewrite to you. So most importantly, when I rewrite, right, there is an important prompt that I will ask is that I want it to actually write for the human reader, not like it's very AI written format, and I'll give you everything that you need, and you can take it as it is, and your article is more. So this is about from the content creation point of view, but what about from the learning concept point of view? So when you want to learn new things, it's either you want to learn to the LLM like Claude or ChatGPT, but if let's say you want to learn according to the latest news, like for example, you want to know the latest news in 2025 in terms of the AI technology, you can also use Perplexity to learn as well, because it will actually summarize everything for you. Like for example, now it's just May 2025 as I'm recording it. Today is 3rd of May. So I want to know the latest news in AI, but I was pretty general where I didn't say like in which particular industry. So that's where it actually comes into from 18 sources and give me all these different AI news, which is just awesome. And I really think that it makes sense. I don't know how well will Google doing, like, you know, in the past 20 years we have been all relying on Google and Google SEO to do that, but then the future is all about AI. So basically right now all the AI tools is relying on the Google sources and to come up with a summary so that we don't have to click one by one. Isn't it super cool? So these are the currently the few ways that I'm using Perplexity on myself, and Perplexity is absolutely for free. I'm on a pro version because I got on from the Zoom Plus subscription that I'm having. So if you love using ChatGPT, feel free to sign up my course at junlo.net/ChatGPT, where I share you a lot more tips and tools that I'm using it to improve my productivity. So I actually did a research how people use like Perplexity. They use it to improve their productivity. They do like reliable research, workflow and task management. I still do not know how it would be, but most likely people are asking for latest news or updates in your industry, in your field. So you want to stay like on top, right? Content creation ideas, just like what I said, and learning and upskilling, especially you want to learn a pretty new concept. You need someone to kind of like, based on the reason, sources, and summarize for you. There are a lot more. So importantly, these are some of the prompts that I give, like for example, summarize the latest trends in AI industry or in your industry, plan a 3-day itinerary and must-see attraction based on the latest news. Because when I actually ask this prompt in ChatGPT or Claude, they will actually use the news that they were being trained to, so may not include the latest as well. So generate ideas, what are best practices as using Perplexity, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, another thing, you can actually detect it as well. Like I don't use it often, and you can also attach file and let them do the searching. I think this is not something new, and you can choose the model, but then I don't actually choose the model. I just select the best according to what Perplexity suggests me. And okay, there are still some discover. I don't actually use the discover here, but I think it's like a compilation of the latest news. So maybe you use this way in order to digest, because our time is limited. You want to make sure that you digest to the right information. And I hope that you guys love this. And if let's say you do love these different AI news and tools, I love to share about use cases, because there are so many different AI tools, but how do I use it to my own advantage? And if let's say you've been loving my content, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I'll share with you guys a lot more of the use cases of the AI tools that I'm using. And also, not to forget that if let's say you've been loving these automation tools and everything that I'm using, you do not want to miss out all the automation tools I'm using in order to get more leads and clients in the social media. You want to check it out at the top, where I'm putting the link, junlo.net/all software. And I will see you guys in my next AI news or video then. Take care. Bye bye.